After recent shootings in Connecticut and across the country, many pausing now to mark Gun Violence Awareness Day. We'll see how families and friends remembered lives lost and what they're now calling for.
A town sign was vandalized here in Deep River with racist words. What police plan to do now, coming up.
And as one round of rain moves away, another one is moving in. What to expect for the morning commute, and of course, a preview to the upcoming weekend and the early warning forecast.
Connecticut's #1 local news. This is Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Mass shootings and gun violence across the country. Tonight, many here in Connecticut are marking Gun Violence Awareness Day by calling for change. Thanks for joining us for Eyewitness News at 11. I'm Erin Connolly.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mark Zinni. Many events were held all around the state, including in New Haven tonight. That's where we find Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Patricia Del Rio. She has more details on what happened. Patricia?
Well, the color orange has come to be synonymous with gun violence awareness. It is the color hunters wear to prevent themselves from being shot. Here in Connecticut, it was a sea of orange as they drew attention not just to mass shootings, but to the day-to-day shootings here in Connecticut.
Melvin Stanley, say their names. Anthony Struther, say their names. The list goes on and on and on of people in our community that have died because of gun violence.
Today, before a crowd clad in orange, New Haven Mayor Justin Elicker sang the names of people killed because of gun violence. Many of the people in the crowd personally touched by gun violence. Tambria Moore carries a sign with the name of her 15-year-old grandson, Elijah Christopher Gomez, who was shot and killed on his way home from school in Hamden just a few weeks ago.
He was where he was supposed to be, walking home from school. The gun was the wrong place in the wrong time.
Police are still investigating Elijah's murder, and his grandmother now throws herself into activism.
I'm going to be active. I'm going to yell. I'm going to scream. And right now I'm crying because it's so fresh. But I want Elijah's name to be remembered.
Wearing shirts with slogans like "How many kids does it take to change our gun laws?" speakers emphasize this is a problem we all face.
It's not a black and white thing. It's an everybody problem. Doesn't matter what neighborhood you live in. Everyone is affected by gun violence, right? You see what's going on around the country.
Meantime, for Tambria, she just wants Elijah and so many other victims to stay in people's hearts to encourage them to get involved.
The first few days, people say his name and they remember and they react. But after the next one and the next one, just individually or schools, and he just drifts away.
Now, at this event, they not only talked about wanting changes to gun laws, but they also talked about wanting more mental health programs. And Tambria, that woman who lost her grandson, she says that she is so terribly grieving his loss. She's unemployed and she is on Husky for insurance and is in bad need of a mental health therapist. And she says that the earliest she can see one is in September. We're live in New Haven. I'm Patricia Del Rio, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
I also believe